All right, back on Up and Adams. Thanks, guys, for watching, being in the YouTube chat, except for some guy named Sir Pepperoni, who I'm not a fan of right now, but it's okay. You can make it up to me by being nice. Okay, here we go. Garofolo saying, all right, this is good. The Giants pre-NFL draft work on quarterbacks included Bo Nix and Spencer Rattler. Okay, they went to East Rutherford this week. Interesting. Team doing deep dives on passers who will be available at different levels of the draft. Hammy, I had a phone call yesterday with someone with a good editorial compass as far as how we stack our show, what we pick. And this person could not have been more curious about why we didn't tackle the Daniel Jones presser fallout. And like, why not? Is it because like you're friends with him or whatever? And I said, it kind of evaded my, there's not a reason for me to go low. Like, what am I going to add to that conversation? But I kind of will defend him. What do you want him to look like? You want him to be like excited and like jump? Then he would be like an alien or a weirdo if he was, if he had any other look on his face. What did you make of the Daniel Jones things first before we get into this?
Yeah, I mean, again, he gave positive updates about his health, his rehab. I didn't see anything that was out of the ordinary for what he was like when he was on our show. And I'm not saying that in a way to make it, that's just how he is. And I guess it got amplified because everybody's watching him more closely with the draft coming up and the possibility of the Giants drafting a quarterback coming up. But that's Daniel.
So you're saying it was like standard behavior. It's kind of, unless he's, of course, had a Boozy Susie mint julep and he's like at a Zach Bryan concert and then he, then he's, or Darius Rucker, as we saw at the Super Bowl. I met him in person for the first time at the Super Bowl and he's sitting next to Eli Manning and it's, he is a very introverted, at least on camera, and I understand that. So I wouldn't put, I guess like people are reading into his vibes, but like, what do you want? Like, have you ever been in a meeting? What are your vibes in a meeting? What if the camera was looking at you and you had like your first meeting when you're like 7 months away from like putting on the project or whatever you're doing? Like, what do you want him to look like? I didn't get that. And I thought him being like, what did you want him to smile? Wouldn't that be freaking creepy? If he's smiling in there? I don't know. As for the job part of it, the Giants are really interesting. You know what I'd like them to do. I want them to Dable Josh Allen this thing. Grab Milton, have him sit there, similar sort of skill set, goal line, all of that, like incredible arm talent. I want Dable to rein that in and have him be the future. I don't think it's going to work out that way, though. What do you think actually happens with the Giants?
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And I've seen a lot of things that have them maybe trading up to grab a quarterback. I don't love that because you're just putting them in the same situation that Daniel Jones was in without a number one target. I think it makes a lot more sense to use that first round pick to grab a wide receiver or true number one to put in that room. And then in the second round, I think the fact that they're bringing in guys like Nix and Rattler, who may be there for their second round pick, is telling that might be what they actually do, kind of play it both ways. You get your number one target and you get a young quarterback to develop if Daniel doesn't work out this year.